What's up guys, it's Luke from Luke Skate Lessons here at Scotts Valley Skate Park Sky Park, here to help you today on learning how to do a kick turn from beginning to pro level. Now before we start the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and comment at the end of the video after you watch the whole thing. Stay tuned for a giveaway to win one of these shirts. Those that don't know, a kick turn is when you apply pressure to the tail on the back of the skateboard, lifting up your front foot to pick up the front wheels on the trucks and pivot your body to change directions. So to get started, you gotta find a flat, smooth surface, such as a local skate park just like us. But if you don't have one of those, we would recommend using a sidewalk or a parking lot. So now that you have the idea of what a kick turn is, let's get the footing to be able to figure out exactly how to do it. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna put your front foot on the front bolts and back foot on the tail right where it curves up next to the bolt, so about 2 inches behind the back bolts, and you're gonna wanna keep your feet wide enough to have a solid stance. Now that you feel comfortable getting in the position we just explained, we're gonna be trying to do backside kick turns. So backside is when you twist your front arm and shoulder in front of you, leaning over your toes. One thing we would suggest is having your toes hanging off the board a little bit more for a balance point. In a lot of skateboarding, your upper body is always gonna direct your lower body, so be consciously aware of what your upper body is doing when you're trying this trick. We hope you're enjoying the video so far. Comment down below, kick turn, to get your name entered in a giveaway to win a Luke Skate Lessons shirt.
Like and subscribe.
Now it's time we give it a try. What you're gonna do is you're gonna swing your upper body, throwing your arm and your shoulder in front of you, leaning over your toes while simultaneously leaning back and lifting up your front foot. While you're doing this, think of your back foot as your pivot point. So you gotta put all of your weight directly over the back wheels or over your back foot. Start with small swings and lifts and progressively get them bigger. You can use your back toes or the tail of the board as a balance point. You can scrape them on the ground to give yourself the balance to not fall over. The most common mistakes I see people make is that they try to lift up and they throw their arms behind them, making them fall towards their heels, or their foot isn't far back enough on the tail, making it harder for them to lift up the front. A frontside kick turn is the exact same thing, except you're turning the opposite direction, meaning that you're gonna be throwing your front shoulder behind you while leaning on your heels as your pivot point. Backside is the most common to learn first, but others say that frontside is easier. So really just keep practicing whichever one is more comfortable for you, but you have to learn both if you want to keep progressing. Now that you've done a handful of these on the flat ground, we're gonna take it to the ramp. You're gonna be leaning with the ramp to match the angle as if you're standing up straight. The best way to starting this trick is starting at the top on the lip and turning from the top, going straight down. We're basically telling you to start with the second half first so that everything becomes easier once you start from the very beginning. The main mistakes we see people make on these ones are very similar to the ones on the flat ground. Usually throwing their shoulder the opposite direction of where they're supposed to, making them fall the other way. And we see them leaning too far back on their back foot when they're trying to go back in forward on the ramp, which is why we have you start with the second half first. Practice on the small ramps hundreds of times, because by the end of that 100 times that you keep trying, you're gonna realize the big ramps get easier and easier. Thanks for coming and watching and learning with us. Keep practicing. Comment below kick turn for a chance to win a Luke Skate Lessons shirt, and also comment what you want to see next. Like and subscribe. See you next time.